Hello, good evening. It is Kathy Hampton here from Wellside Retreats, and welcome to this broadcast, this live broadcast of Journal with Me. Yes, I have had some technical difficulties uh, this week and wasn't able to have you journal with me on Thursday morning, but I am back on on today live and welcome. If this is the first time that you have seen any of my videos, do me a favor and stick around for a while to see if this is something that you may enjoy. This is a community that meets on Sunday evenings at 7 p.m. to journal, as well as hold inspirational discussions. And we choose affirmation cards or reminder cards and talk about moving forward with our dreams, moving forward um, with our plans, moving forward through our changes, our transformational changes, because we all know that we go through change and change is inevitable. So, I'm Kathy Hampton of Wellside Retreats, and Wellside Retreats is actually a transformational destination retreat service where I curate retreats near and far. And I also help Black women move away from what no longer serves them and move toward what will serve them well. So, welcome. Do me a favor and like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so that when I upload a new video, you will be notified. So, we're going to get started shortly. Going to wait around for a few people to see if see who is going to log in, and we'll take it from there. And we have Sarah here so far. Happy Sunday, Sarah. Glad you could make it. And I hope that people tune in. I hate that when technical things happen, um, and it just makes people think, well, maybe she's not going to log in today, but I am here. Do me a favor if you see this video on replay. So if you come in and this has been already recorded, um, type in replay, leave your comments, questions. I have been receiving messages as to when I'm going to have a journaling workshop, or um, when when will this program be on? And the workshops are no longer. I'm not going to be doing any workshops in the near future. Those were those were virtual Zoom um, workshops. Those have ended, and so I'll be doing the live videos like today. And the other thing that's coming up is a book club discussion of Black Cake, which you can get information about on my website, which is wellsideretreats.care. That's wellsideretreats.care. I'll put that up for you here in a moment. Let me find that so that I can put that up for you. And the other thing is an invitation to consider uh, attending the newest retreat in this this summer in August, actually the 13th of August through the 20th in San Miguel de Allende, where we will be experiencing cultural wellness and healing through Mexican wellness practices, including a Te Mezcal, as well as thermal pools, and other indigenous healing practices. There are some that are also we'll have a wellness facilitator on board for 2 days, taking an assessment of our wellness through various practices, and enjoying the environment of a new culture down in Mexico. So if you're interested in that, you can also go to wellsideretreats.care, and there's a $350 deposit that you can make, and to get yourself booked. We have 2 spaces available, possibly 3, if and that may there have been people who said they were interested, and I'm not sure if they're going to take the spaces or not, but you have until the beginning of August to either pay in full or consider a payment plan. So I want to that's kind of housekeeping for tonight. But I'm glad to have you on. We have C Temp here. Hey, good evening to you. And I got my regulars with me tonight. And I appreciate you for coming on this evening. So I'm going to actually kind of pick up where I was on Thursday. When I was reading something and I realized that I something was not clicking right, or something was not happening correctly. Hold on 1 second. Let me get the banner together. And I was reading from the uh, the Cosmic Journey Oracle book, which is a book that refers to some journaling cards or questions. And so I'm going to start with that, and we'll get started in a moment with our 20 minutes of journaling. And yeah, okay. So what I want to do is read the 20. I chose what I was going to read, and this was something that was addressed on Thursday morning that I did not finish, and it is say yes to your open door. Say yes to your open door, and here is the card uh, for that deck. Say yes to the open door. I love the colors. Yellow is my favorite color. Any shade of yellow, gold, mustard. Say yes to the open door, to your open door, your open door. This is all about you. Say yes to your open door. By saying yes, you allow the flow of life. And even better, saying yes is more fun than regretting what you've missed out on. What could unfold if you met life with a positive and resounding yes each time you were given the invitation to move forward? Life wants to meet you, but as we're in a free will dimension, you must take action first. Find the yes in the situation that you are facing. Find the yes in the situation that you are facing. Your yes signals to the universe to continue opening more doors to what's next for you. Yes to life. Yes to love. Yes to your greatest destiny, perfectly unfolding. I chose this because I have been experiencing meeting people who love to say no but don't seem to say yes. I don't know if they want to say yes or it's just easier to say no. So when I saw this, I was drawn to it because very early in life, children, teenagers, even people in their 20s want to say, yes, I want to do that. I want to. As we get older, we're very cautious because of some experience we may have had, something that may have jaded us. We tend to close down instead of open up to possibilities. And we say no quite often. Shonda Rhimes has The Year of Saying Yes. I believe that's the name of the book. Yes. Yes is so rewarding. Saying yes to possibility, even if you aren't sure, saying yes can be a breath of fresh air. What it refers to in this reading was that you have to move forward when you say yes, a resounding yes each time you were given the invitation to move forward. What could unfold if you said yes? Life wants to meet you. But as we're in a free will dimension, we are free, we can make our choices. It's free with free will, you can choose. You must take action first. You have to take action. We can all be inspired, but if we don't take the action, then nothing will happen with the inspiration. So the best thing to do is just say yes to the opportunity and then take some action. I hear a lot of no's quite often. No, I'm sorry, I can't do that. No, I wouldn't dare do that. No, I can't do that. Yes, let's think about saying yes. So, the question that's asked in this reading is, what is my next open door awaiting my guest? What is my next door awaiting my yes? That's the question. What is my next door awaiting my yes? What is my next door awaiting my yes? So, hello, Escape Nomads. Yes, good to see you. Great to have you here with us this evening. So, I want you to consider that question. How are you going to open yourself up to yes? You can choose to take this time to journal about that, or you can use the free flow writing, which is available to you at any time. We come here to journal, and there are no rules really, except for you come and participate and engage the best that you can, and bring with you something to write with, something to document with. That could be a pen and paper, that could be a computer, that could be um, a notebook and a pen or pencil, a marker, paint, whatever you have. Please excuse my little friend who lives next door. he, she is very communicative because she doesn't get much attention. So if she doesn't bother you, I won't mute her. But be sure that I'm not ignoring her. It is not my pet. Bless her. Let's bless her, sending her good vibes. So we're going to spend 20 minutes in our journaling session to get started. Then we'll come and have a discussion. I'm going to ask you some more questions and see see how you're doing. Please settle in. Check in with yourself. How are you feeling this evening? It is my hope and a desire, deep desire, that you are well. You are feeling relaxed. You are open to participating, and yeah, make this what you want it to be. I'm gonna drink my water. I put water in my wine glass because I actually don't have any other glasses. I have lots of cups, but these are the only glasses that I have. So I'll be drinking that. Please get yourself a beverage, but check in with yourself. If you're feeling down and out, feel the feels. If you are feeling happy and sunshiny, feel those feels. If you're feeling kind of middle of the road, kind of gray and overcast, Feel it all. Feel it all. Right? I hope that this time will either uplift you, calm you, or make you feel hugged up. As our sister Sarah says, this is a place she comes for sister to get sistered. So we are sistering here, and we do this on a regular. And I appreciate her for coming up with that. We are all sistering one another here, supporting one another. We are kind and generous with our time. And we're going to start our 20-minute session right now. I don't even have a pen. So, hello, we are finished with our 20 minutes and hope that you have come to a place where you can stop or even continue, finish up where you are. You can also put me in the background as I speak and we start our discussion part of the session. So, but before we start, let's see who has come in this evening. We've got Sarah, of course. C Temp came in. Escape Nomads. Hello. Hello to you. Brown Girls. Brown Girls Trade too. Um, Sarah's saying hello to everyone. Let's see. Oh, Charita is here. Yes. How are you? Good to see you. I hope that you can stay with us for a little while, Charita. Glad you stopped by. Pamela Jones, great to see you. Yes, just signed on. Hope everyone is having a good evening. Very good. Thank you all for coming by. I appreciate you. Please excuse any noise that you may hear. As I live in an apartment, it is a one-bedroom apartment, and the walls are a little thin. But you know what? I'm rolling with it. And I hope that you can hear me mostly as we go through this. So I left you with that those scrolling words, say yes to your open door. And basically, that is say yes to your blessings. Don't block your blessings. If the door is open and it's speaking to you, say yes to love, life, happiness. Say yes to opportunities that come your way when you didn't think they were going to come your way. We say no to a lot these days. Basically, I believe we say no to things that we feel may be encroaching upon our boundaries, or we are overwhelmed with saying yes to people who want things from us, or when we are being encroached upon. But say yes to the things that put a smile to your face, stir up your curiosity, make you, wonder what will come next if I say yes to this, what goodness will come. I hope that is what you find when you say yes to any open door that may come your way. So, um, I also wanted, I don't think that I said this at the beginning. Well, maybe I did, that that journaling is not, there are no real hard and fast rules to journaling. I've had people ask me if, crossing out something in their journal and then starting over on a thought would be acceptable. Of course, this is your journal. This is what you are documenting for yourself. You can cross out a whole page, you can tear out a page, you can throw the whole book away if you want to. It is up to you. What journaling allows one to do is to clarify or to organize what's on your heart and in your mind, placing it on paper, placing it documenting it in a way that you can get something from it. If that is painting, if it's doodling, if it is, graphs, if it's charts, if it is the written word, do so for yourself so that you can make sense of anything that you need to help you organize your thoughts, gain awareness, self-observation for yourself. And that can come in many forms. Just if you were writing a recipe one way and you documented it one way, and then you tried a different way, you added a little more sugar, so to speak, and did the recipe over again. You documented the difference, the change, the transformation of that final product, whatever that is, so that there are, if you cross something out within that recipe, it was just not meant to be that specific time. So please know that journaling is for everyone. We are all creators and we can create as we journal. So if this is the first time that you've seen any journaling video or reference, or please know that in Journaling 101, you were told that there are no rules when it comes to journaling. Um, and if you want to make it a practice, it is done on a regular basis. And that regular basis could be once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, once a month, once every other month, but a pattern so that you can document what is in your heart, your mind, and in your spirit. So that's, I did not say all of that at the beginning of this, but I'm finding it that I'm having to let people know that you are welcome here. And it's as easy as picking up a paper and pen and putting your thoughts onto the page. So, with that said, we also choose affirmation cards here and reminder cards. And I'm gonna choose from the reminder cards. And that deck of cards comes from a gentleman by the name, is referred to as Hindsight. And this is his, the box where his cards are usually placed. I have the very colorful muted tone cards here. And I'll be choosing from those tonight. And I think I'm gonna go with a coral color. Where is that? Yeah, there. I like that color. So if you guys notice today, it looks like I'm in some tropical paradise with my uh, floral wrap on today tonight. Yeah, because I really want to be in that tropical paradise. I really do. So this is putting me in that mood. Do what you need to do to put yourself in whatever mood you want to be in, and to take you where you need to be. Um, yeah, that's what I decided I was going to do tonight. And this card is clip your wings so a new set of wings can grow. Wow. Interesting. Clip your wing. Let's see if I can make this so you can see it. There, I did it. Clip your wings so a new set of wings can grow. Now, I remind you that these are reminder cards. Let me see if I can put some light on my face so we don't start getting shadows. These are reminder cards. Hindsight does reminders, not necessarily affirmations, but reminders. And he says, your old ways may not serve you in this new space. He's talking my language. There are new heights to see, new views that stretch over the sea, a new way to simply be. Clip your wings so a new set of wings can grow. All right. Are you guys feeling that? Are you feeling that? How does that resonate with you? Clip your wings so a new set of wings can grow. Your old ways may not serve you in this new space. There are new heights to see, new heights. From that height, wow, what can you see? New views that stretch over the sea, a new way to simply be. Clip your wings so a new set of wings can grow. I like that one. I like that. And I love the image. Yes. He does tall necks. He does tall necks. Yeah, right on target. Yes. Okay, let's see here. What are we saying about this? What are we saying about that card? Okay, let's see. Who is that? Brown girl trays too. It's right on target for you. Good. Yeah, I like that too. It's on target for me too. I, escape nomads. It needed to hear that. All right. That is really resonating with me. Yes, I love that. Clip your wings so a new set of wings can grow. It's almost saying yes, but you got to clip the old stuff, so that you can grow. It's like planting, you have to clip back some of our rose bushes so that it makes room for new buds to grow. Yeah, same thing here. Your old ways may not serve you. Yeah, they may not serve you. I say, whatever is no longer serving you, move away from it. Move away from it and move toward what you believe will serve you well. I totally agree with it. I love it. Love, love, love it. All right. So I'm going to ask that we choose from this deck, the Dear Self Affirmations by Teresha Clark. Yeah, this is the one that has the fill in the blanks. So, um, going to ask if Pamela Jones would choose a number between, just choose a number between 1 and 30. Pamela, if you could write that in the chat, that would be great. And I want to let everybody know that I'm no oracle. I am not a fortune teller. These are affirmation cards, positive, affirming statements that say something about you. Yes, let's do that. You pick the card number. Okay, 8, Pamela Jones. Before we get to your card, let's see or hear what our sister Sarah says. It certainly resonates with me. Journaled about saying yes to an even more expanded sense of freedom. Wow. Internalizing this is an internal construct rather than something that comes from the outside. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Very good. You journal about saying yes to an even more expanded sense of freedom. Interesting. Very good. I love that. Thank you, Sarah, for sharing. Thank you for sharing that. And Pamela, I'm going to look for card number 8 in this deck. Bear with me because this is a large deck of cards and it could be anywhere because I've shuffled them so much. Number 8. Oh, there are 51 cards in this deck. I didn't know that. I thought there were less than that. We're looking for 8. 8, infinity, right? Is that infinity? Number 8, peace. Yes. Appreciation and gratitude are essential to feeling more at peace. I'm so grateful for blank because blank. I appreciate blank because blank. Peace. Peace. The card number 8 is peace in this deck. I don't know if you can see that. Peace. We love peace around here. I'll tell you the cards that are chosen most of all. The worry-free card is chosen here quite a bit. I can remember that one the most. Worry-free. We don't worry around here. And peace. We talked about peace quite a bit. I believe it was the week before this week. Talked about peace, and we also talked about um, joy. Yeah, peace and joy. Things that we want in our lives. Appreciation and gratitude are essential to feeling more at peace. I'm so grateful for blank. You fill in the blank because of blank. I appreciate blank because blank. Thank you, Pamela, for choosing that. Appreciate you for choosing peace. And escape nomads. Can you pick a card between 1 and 50? Because that's how many cards we actually have in this deck. All right. All right. Okay. We're looking for, and if escape nomads is not there, if you can't hear me, or I'll give you a few more minutes, pick a card between 1 and 50. Brown girl trade, brown girls trade two. You want to jump in and pick a number between 1 and 50? Mouth is dry. And I have some more questions I want to ask. Let's go with 23. Okay, brown girls trade two. 23. All right. I don't recall what that is, but that's good. New card. How is springtime for everybody? Oh, this card has not been put before. It's a good card. This is great. Brown Girls Trade 2 chose vulnerable, number 23. Vulnerable. Look at the little eyebrows. I think that's 23. Okay, Pamela says she chose uh 8 because it also symbolizes new beginnings. Peace is always right on time. Amen. Yeah, it is. Oh, 20. Brown girl. Okay. Okay, escape nomad. I'm sorry, sweetie. I went ahead without you. We're gonna pick yours 25 in a minute. And let's go with 23. Yes, peace is right on time all the time. So 23 is vulnerable. And I will read this. And again, this is the fill in the blank deck by Teresha Clark. It is your self affirmation card deck. Now, and by the way, there's no need to keep up with this. You can listen or you can write, you can take notes, do whatever you want to do while I read, while we talk or converse. We talk in a way that's kind of, a little jumpy, but yeah, relax and enjoy your evening with us. Vulnerable. I am vulnerable with people I can trust. My vulnerability helps me feel a sense of belonging as much as it helps others understand me. I want to be more vulnerable about blank. I want to share and offer insight into my thoughts, and I want that insight to add depth to my relationships. Oh, I love this card. Yes, I find that vulnerability is something that we have difficulty with. And it's totally understandable. I I I didn't start feeling I mean, in order for me to do what I do live and on videos, I have to be vulnerable. I have to allow people to see kind of like to see the real me without judging myself. And I'll tell you that when doing videos, anyone who does YouTube videos when they first start, and they're looking in the camera, if you have never been on camera before, you have got to be vulnerable. You are giving up part of yourself. And and it's with people I don't even necessarily know. So with the first part of this is I am vulnerable with people I can trust. You don't know, trust takes time. So yeah, if you don't know people, it's difficult to be vulnerable with them. My vulnerability helps me feel a sense of belonging as much as it can help others understand me. There are plenty of times where we feel that we can't trust someone. There are many situations. I mean, it's, a blind date, for instance, or anytime you're meeting someone new, starting a new job, going to to school after you haven't been in school for a while, just any circumstance where it's new and fresh. And that actually may go to the card that we looked at earlier about or the reading about saying yes to an open door. How do you trust what's behind that open door? What how do you trust yourself? You have to be vulnerable. You have to be willing to open up yourself to the possibilities. I want to be more vulnerable about what? What do you want to be more vulnerable about? I want to share and offer insight into my thoughts, and I want that insight to add depth to my relationships. And I'm going to say that this last phrase, this last sentence, I want to share and offer insight into my thoughts. This is what creators also want to do, and we're all creators. I want to provide insight to what I'm thinking, what I am trying to provide to people, how I want to help people, um, how I want people to understand um, uh, the concepts that I put forth about self awareness, about wellness. What does that mean? Um, the 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 nuances of self observation about your emotions without me being a therapist or a psychologist who can talk to them about the technical sides of those things, but from a working position on the practicality of of opening up to self reflection. And what does all of that mean? I want to be able to be vulnerable enough with you so that you can move forward with the things that you want in your life. So that's a really deep card. Thank you for choosing 23. Gives me a lot to talk about. I could talk about vulnerability for a while, but we're not going to spend too much more time on it. Thank you for choosing that, Brown Girls Trade 2. That's a great card. And then the next card, Escape Nomads, chose 25. All right, let's find 25 here in the deck. We're getting some new cards tonight. Newness is good. We're in the season of newness, right? Flowers budding, grass growing, pollen falling, shedding from trees. Uh, let's see if I can find it here. 25. Okay, here we go. Healing. All right. Healing. Wow. Wow. I don't know if we've chosen that either. Here we go. It's some there's some depth tonight. There's some differences, different cards being chosen tonight. Healing. Okay. We got healing. Let's talk about it. And in this card, it says healing is not a destination. It's a feeling that comes and goes. At any moment, I can feel secure or I can feel triggered by past experiences. It's important to give myself grace and patience, knowing that my feelings about blank are ever evolving. Healing does not mean that memories won't affect me or that I won't be triggered. Healing changes the way situations affect me. With time and self exploration, pain can transform into indifference, understanding, and perhaps even joy. Healing. So, the fill in the blank is it's important to give myself grace and patience, knowing that my feelings about blank are ever evolving. Healing, that's a big one. Um, Healing can take different forms, of course. Healing is these are my perspectives on healing. Healing takes time, um, depending on what one is healing from. Healing is also a part of, say, the grief process. Healing can be done through forgiveness, which is also a very complex, um, I'm going to say, emotion or act of forgiveness. Healing is not, as it says, a destination, because it comes and goes. It takes time for things to heal. People go through, quote unquote, I'm going to do these air quotes, quote unquote, oh, I don't know, when something is in remission, so to speak. You've been healed, but something can trigger, and I've been told by my youngest sister who suffers from mental health issues that the word trigger um, is triggering. It's annoying word, but when things start to when something bothers someone, when there's something that hasn't been fully healed, let's say a sore isn't fully healed, and it you just kind of bump your hand or the sore onto something, and it can fester. The healing process can stop, and then you back to trying to get that sore, that scab healed again, or that illness again, or that thought again. So healing is a these are some really great cards tonight, and very thought provoking. I'm going to say all of them. So we chose tonight healing, and thank you for that, Escape Nomads. Healing, vulnerable, and peace. Wonderful cards. And I chose the reminder card about clipping your wings so a new set of wings can grow. These are the cards that were chosen this evening, and I appreciate all of those. So let's see what we have in the chat. Um, okay, Pamela says it was her pleasure to choose 8 because it symbolizes new beginnings. Peace is always right on time. Yes, it is. Yeah. And healing is a big part of my year of grace. All right. I love it. Giving yourself grace. Yes, it is that's wonderful. Give yourself great grace through healing. Amen. I'm happy for you. Um, yeah, I've gone through a healing process with many people in the last few years. Um, yeah, there was lots of misunderstandings, lots of memories that brought on, the quote unquote triggering, which my sister says, no, don't use that word. That's not a good word. uh, uh, the that word brings about a lot of hardship, I guess, for some. But yeah, you memories can tend to bring about discomfort. And if you are one who can remember from way back, If you have a number of years on you and you can still remember things vividly, yeah, you can have a long journey of healing, because things can make you remember, just certain environments, certain thoughts, certain, just kind of like deja vu, but not, but just certain times of the year can bring back certain memories, weather, um, a sunny day can bring back certain memories. Um, Seeing a person that looks like another person can bring back memories. So, and I am one of those persons who can remember way, way back. And so I have lots of memories. And and I'm gonna say they're not bad. They're just memories, and I have thoughts about them. And I always think about certain things that make me then think of something else. So I'm quite a bit in my head, and that's why journaling for me really is a tool that um, I can I can write about, uh, and it's my perspective. When you're writing things, they're from your perspective of what you see, what you think, your side of things. Now, hopefully, there you can also write things that are imagined, you know, but being able to write from your memory, your perspective, is a beautiful thing. And if that helps you to heal, more power to you. Yeah, it has been a healing uh, tool for me, is to be able to write what I have thought. So, um, yeah, we're coming up on the end of this session. We've done a lot of well, we've done three cards. We've done a I have this thing scrolling at the bottom here. Say yes to your open door. That was introduced at the beginning of our session as a possible prompt, and I read that. So I'm going to leave you with a few questions for you to consider, possibly continuing after we sign off tonight. But also, for the week, if you do not catch me on Tuesday and Thursday at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you'll have these questions that you could consider writing about. On next Sunday, I will not be here. I will. I'm celebrating Mother's Day with my family. So I was supposed to be out of town until I was reminded that I had something to do for Mother's Day. Um, and so I will not be here for Journal with Me next Sunday. I believe that is the 14th, Sunday the 14th. So um, let's see. Let me stop this thing from moving around. And yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So what's going on in the chat? Yes, escape. Grace, peace, and vulnerability seem to work together in myriad of ways. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. That's amazing. Yeah, it always happens how these cards kind of come together, and um, yeah, uh, and make for um, some great parallels in how we come together, and that's why I call it good vibes. We share um, great vibes just by picking these cards. And we don't know what's going to come up, but they all seem to relate um, with one another and to each other. So there are some questions that I had that I wrote up that I thought you might want to write down for yourself. And the first one is, what lessons have you learned this week, this past week? What lessons have you learned this week? We learn something new every day. Remember, that phrase, we, oh, I learned something new this week, or you learn something new every day. I learned something new today. Well, what lessons have you learned this week? What lessons have you learned? That's a question for you. Yeah, what lessons have you learned this week? Sit and think about it. Yeah, yeah. What lessons have you learned this week? I learned a lot of lessons this week. It was a very full week this past week. It was good. It was a good week, but it was full. It was full. I think it's going to be full again this week. Who, that should be from your past, have you remembered lately? Who from your past have you remembered lately? Yeah. I remembered someone uh, this week, and then I was reminded of them and reached out to them. And we had a good text message um, together. So I wanted to, who from your past have you remembered lately? Yeah. And what has made you laugh and smile today? Yeah. Yeah, I thought of this question because uh, I believe, and my daughter has told me that everyone needs at least 3 hugs a day to feel good, to feel happy. And if you don't have anyone to hug you, hug yourself. Luckily, this week and today, I've been able to laugh and smile, and I've had 3 hugs today. I hope that you've had the opportunity to laugh and smile, even if it is with yourself, and you have the opportunity to hug yourself. It's a great exercise to hug yourself. Do that. Squeeze yourself. You know, just give yourself a good hug. It's really important to do so. 3 hugs a day. You can get up in the morning and stretch. Oh, and then just kind of wrap yourself up into yourself. Yeah. And do that throughout the day. It's great. It's a great exercise. And I hope you can laugh and smile the same way. Um, yeah, most of the time, I do not have another person that I can laugh and smile with. So I find sometimes in my thoughts and in my comings and goings, on my walks, or yeah, walks to the store, walks to the cafe, walks, in my building. Sometimes I just have to laugh, even in even even within an apartment building, um, where there are many people. The comings and goings of people you don't see, but you could hear, or there's lots of pets here in this building, and I'm constantly smiling or laughing at them, animals. So I wish you lots of laughter, smiling the rest of the evening, or winding down and hugging yourself at least 3 times if you haven't done so already. I will see you all on Tuesday at 7:30 a.m. for Journal with Me. It's been a great evening this evening, spending time with you, as I enjoy these sessions all the time. Before I leave, does anyone want to make a comment, have a question? Um, you know. If you do see this and you have a comment, question, please do me a favor and type in hashtag replay, leave your question. Um, and I'm happy to answer. And check out the website, wellsideretreats.care, wellsideretreats.care for any information. I do have a resource page if you need any coaching, um, yeah, I have a number of things on there. I don't even, whatever I think is a good resource, I, I put there. I'll be uploading some more information as well. And I appreciate you all. I send you lots of love, good vibes always. And thank you so much. I really appreciate you for supporting my channel, supporting Journal with me, and hanging out with me and our community as we sister, as our sister Sarah says, we come here to get sistered, as she says. She comes here to get sistered, and I believe we all do. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Good night.